Watching Hamilton for the first time. How was it for you? Yesterday I went to my local cinema to watch Hamilton for the very first time. It's the 10th anniversary of Hamilton. They released the original Broadway cast's filmed production in the cinema. And I was quite impressed by it. The production, the set design, the costumes, the choreography were absolutely amazing. I loved that it was quite minimalistic, but it still served the story very, very well. The music and the lyrics were really great. As a non-native speaker, I was afraid that I would not understand the lyrics because, you know, it's hip-hop and rap, and so it's very witty and it's very fast and it's very clever, but it was quite okay. So there were a couple of parts when I just, the lyrics completely went over my head and I could not understand anything. But I still understood as much that it helped me to kind of understand the story. The singers were absolutely amazing. I mean, as a singer, it was just a joy watching this cast because their voices, how they acted out the characters, it was just amazing. I was so impressed by them. The history and the characters, I grew up in Eastern Europe. We've learned some parts of the history of the US, but you know, not in detail. I did not have thorough knowledge on the characters or really the historical context of this musical. So I basically went in blind, and to be honest, I don't mind it because not knowing the details about this period of history helped me to focus on the characters themselves and focus on the emotional journey of the characters. And it's basically just proved that human nature is not changing. So, you know, technology can change around us, our built environment can change around us, but human nature is the same at the core. We have plans, we want to be loved, we want to get ahead. Lots of people want power and want to be in position. So there is jealousy, there is greed, and that is what moves history, to be honest. So yeah, that aspect was very interesting for me to see. I loved that how funny it was sometimes, but how deep it was other times. So for example, I absolutely loved King George. As a comic relief, he was amazing. Something like this. On the other hand, there were the really dramatic scenes, like after the death of Hamilton's son. That scene was just heartbreaking, and I have to say that I cried a couple of times. And this scene was very, very emotional for me. And, you know, when they said that, okay, now back to politics, and I was like, I cannot back to politics right now. And I was so under the spell of that scene that, I just could not let it go. So even they were back to politics. And I loved that when they, you know, argued, those were rap battles. I think that was amazing. The other aspect for me was that watching it at the cinema, actually there were a lot of people who have already seen Hamilton and they were huge fans. They shouted out the lyrics very, very loudly. And actually, Lin, you are a very handsome man, according to somebody at the back row. So here you are. So sometimes it was very funny. But to be honest, other times it was quite distracting experiencing Hamilton for the first time like this, because it hindered me understanding the lyrics better, because, you know, they were just shouting out the lyrics, and then I could not hear it clearly sometimes. You know, when it's a battle scene, it's fine. But when it's a more dramatic scene and they were laughing sometimes, and I did not understand why they were laughing, because I mean, clearly they had some really fond memories of these shows or something. because, you know, they knew the songs by heart, so they were hardcore fans. But for someone who watched it for the first time, it sometimes was quite distracting. But overall, definitely, it's a really, really great musical, and I would watch again, and I would listen to the songs. So it was a great experience. I'm very, very happy that I could experience this musical with the original cast. I am really, really grateful that I could watch the original cast performing it. How was it for you? I'm really curious. How was your first time watching Hamilton? Let me know in the comments.